Hello guys, and welcome back to our Baldur's Gate playthrough. I'm Recon Fox 64, and sorry for the abrupt exit like last time. I was playing, and then I got a bloody nose because I live in California, so it's quite hot. So I was just like, man, I gotta end it quickly, and I wasn't planning on ending it there.
What's that?
The lever.
What did that do?
Did something awesome. So we're gonna go over there and pick that up. So as I said, Volka is really into knowledge, so we're just gonna pick pretty much every book up, and then when we do a long rest, which we will probably be doing after we leave the crypt. And so actually, real quick, let me do a short rest.
Welcome.
Become Shadowheart, drink a potion. There we go. And then Shadowheart's back. But yeah, so every time we go back to camp, I'm gonna do my best to read the books that we picked up. And then once they are read, we're gonna store them in our crate. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I'm excited to be playing this with you guys. I know I said that last episode, but I'm just such a fan of D&D, and so it's gonna be super fun. Plus, it's just.
Let's have a look.
Hang on, I'm trying to check this out. Okay, there we go. Plus, in my playthrough, right, I've gotten all the way up to Act 2, which wasn't available in the early access game. So, like, I know a lot about this area, but once I get to Act 2, it's gonna be pretty much blind, you know, unless I play through it on my thing first. But I've played all the way up to that. I've done a bunch of stuff, and so I know we're heavily encumbered now. That's not good. Hey, and one thing I gotta say that I don't like that they did in this game is that your character positions themselves in odd ways to grab things. Sometimes it would make sense for them to grab it in the position they're at, and then they'll walk like around the table to grab it. And to me, that's weird because if I can grab the thing on one side of the table, I don't need to walk around the other side of the table to grab it. So I'm gonna take off this helmet because I'm not. We're a warlock. I mean, really, we really don't need helmets. We're not gonna be in the fray. That kind of stuff. Let's do Lizelle. Lizelle. So armor weighs a bunch, and being that we're not a very strong character, we're just gonna give most of the stuff to our companions. And as you can see right here, that's what the lever did. It opened this door. Is there anything? No. But yeah. We go. And so I've done this, and there's a really cool guy in here that we're gonna get. That's a companion. He's not gonna be able to fight for us, but he'll be able to do something that's what is commonly called respecking in D&D. And so what that means is he'll be able to take the stats of our character and our companions and then rework them around. So like example, if I could just show you. See, Shadowheart specializes in stuff like maces, right? Maces are strength based, so why is her wisdom high and her con high, but why does she have equal strength and dex? So if I were playing this, I'd make strength and wisdom the highest, con the second highest, dex the third, and then I'd probably do intelligence, and since she doesn't like charisma, charisma will be last. Same with Lizelle, right? Lizelle is strength based, right? So honestly, I would even this out to make con even, so we get a higher health pool, and then we can even this out. So yeah, we're gonna go there, and then I think I might do it to Gale too, because I don't like that his con is. In D&D, odd numbers can be a good thing or a bad thing, in my opinion. I know there's some people who don't mind them, and they're like, oh, there's nothing wrong with odd numbers, but
Mine. Better be careful not to trigger that.
so, oh. Okay, so I think this is the big one. So we're going to save. And we're going to try to disarm this. Come on, Volka.
Take heed. I see
Come on, Shadowheart. Okay. 3. Come on. Oh yeah, we got it. Sarcophagus is done. And I believe Shadowheart's proficient with spears. So, we're going to give this to you. What's it do? Death's Promise. When the spear misses its target, the wielder's next attack roll against it gains True Sight. That's perfect, because what True Sight does is it makes it gives them advantage on the roll, which
Watch how you go.
more traps. Yeah, I don't think they'll go off now that we deactivated that sarcophagus.
Strange coin.
But one thing I like, one thing I like other than just being able to play this for you guys and getting to talk about D&D and love D&D is that in my playthrough I made a lot of mistakes. Like there's an area later on we're gonna go to that you can get this item that will be actually a good help to one of the companions we have. And I didn't know, so I being kind of just wanting to see what happened, activated the area rather than leaving it, and so when I looked it up, it was like, you can't get it back, so...
Nasty surprise.
That sucks, but in this playthrough, with you guys, I can do all the stuff that I messed up on and get it better. And so, I'm trying to think. I think we'll leave this door. We'll come out this way, yeah. I think we got everything. So I need to put these leather gloves on, because I don't mind her having leather gloves. Then we're gonna send over the Morning Star and the Rapier to these guys. Okay, awesome. And so, and back on what I'm messing up with the weapons. So in D&D, there's something called proficiency, right? So proficiency means, are you proficient in the weapon, the spell, etc. that you're using? If you're a non-magic class, you're not proficient. So when you take things like spells, right, and if you can learn them because you don't multi-class, but you take a feat. You know, you're not going to be as powerful as a spellcaster, because you're still going to kind of you're not going to be as good as they would be, right? And so with proficiency, you gain an extra value to your rolls, so it's more likely to hit. Shadowheart, I kept giving long swords because I thought clerics were proficient. They aren't, so they're proficient in things like spears, maces, like, I'll show you right now, so. Example. Armor. So only proficient in medium armor, so she can't wear heavy, right? But you see all the weapons down there, so those are all the weapons she can use that are simple. So those are what we call simple weapons, and then martial weapons. So if you look at the bottom of simple, there's spears. None of these say, oh, longsword. Great sword. So I'd rather her use the spear, which might not do that much damage, and then others, and then like Lizelle, right? Lizelle can pretty much. So fighters are awesome, not notorious, are awesome because fighters can use pretty much every weapon. Fighters are kind of what us DMs refer to as like the new player class, because they're very forgiving. They can get very powerful towards the end, and they're really fun all around. I know some DMs really don't like fighters because they feel like fighters get a lot of stuff that can make it hard to plan around. But personally, as someone who's played a fighter before, I don't like get why certain DMs think they're so powerful and impossible to play around. Because I was a fighter, I still got my, I don't want to say that word because I'm not trying to curse. Still got my butt kicked. Like, there were enemies I could barely touch. There's enemies that killed me on contact, you know? So, like, like every other class, I feel like as long as you plan around fighters, it should be no big deal.
Forbidden knowledge. Without
So I never noticed this door. So as I was talking to you guys, I have never noticed this door before. So I just walked in, and I missed this room, and I missed the Book of Dead Gods. Okay, so the Book of Dead Gods. It's giving me mummy vibes. We're gonna quick save.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Okay, well, we're gonna use Arcana. We're gonna be blessed by you, and we're gonna go. Please? We should get it. 2, yeah. We got it, guys.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Another quick save. And then we're going to examine the book more closely. We have guidance again. So as long as we don't get too low. Yeah, we're going to have to... Wait, Question, do we have inspiration? If we have inspiration, I'll reroll. Yay! Yes! So 19.
Gods.
Oh,
These are the
okay,
names
Shadowheart.
of gods,
Glad you approve.
once lost but now restored after the second sundering. The last 3 names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scroll as to be unreadable.
3 gods.
Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Intriguing. Well, Sage Secrets of Sundering. Yep. So that's gonna inspire me, and we should get one for Shadowheart. Oh, we get 3 inspirations because that was religion, and Shadowheart's a cleric, so she should get it. Yes, or an acolyte. So because me and Gale are sages, whenever we uncover knowledge, we get inspiration. Because to us, it's to the characters, it's something really awesome, you know? And so I'm just stoked we got 3 because I didn't really want to use that one, but now I don't care.
Look at that. Jurgle, the scribe of the dead. This chapel must be ancient.
And you see, we can fail. Because our strong suit is charisma and dexterity right now. So I click this button. As a DM, one of my favorite things to put in games are buttons. Because like I just did, and this kind of just made the dead rise, which funnily enough, the Book of the Dead Gods you'd think would make them rise,
Something just
whatever.
broke up down here.
Like I just did, players in D&D love to push buttons. You can randomly be like, hey, you see a door and you're about to enter this tomb, and on this door is a button. Most of the time, unless the player's very skeptic, the player's gonna push it and be like, oh, what does this do? And then they're gonna be like, oh, that wasn't a good idea. I can't use... Oh, darn it. I should have maybe long rested. Oh, well. Even with a disadvantage because of Bless? Man. That sucks.
Make way.
Okay, Lizelle, mess him up. Oh, yeah, okay. So, I like the critical hit. And then Gale. I don't think Gale has any bonus actions. He's like me, he can't jump and fly. So, we head on down.
Let's light them up.
I don't think we're going to cast Mage Armor. What I think we should cast... Not Witch Bolt. Let's do Thunder Wave. Oh, forget. So then Ray of Frost. Okay, their movement is down. Yeah, so they had to use Dash because Ray of Frost is a spell that reduces your movement speed. Oh, that's gonna suck for casting spells. Are we silenced in that area? Oh yeah, he cast it's either cone or zone of silence. And as you can see, we can't cast anything that it requires talking.
Light on my feet.
So first things first. Second things second. He missed.
Act fast.
Okay, we need to just stab.
Strike true.
Awesome. He shouldn't have anything on him. You can't move.
I'm fury.
Okay, I'm gonna have you jump up there. And then take your sword and just... That is... I love this sword. I'm so glad we beat that guy. And he was the one who got Zone of Silence, so can I do this to him? Let's have Gale hop up there. I don't like putting wizards in combat, but this will mess this guy up. So we can move back down and closer to the pack. Oh my god, do you just have like okay, it's silence, it's not zone of silence. You just cast an area where you can. Okay, that makes sense. See, I've never used silence as the DM or as a player in regular D&D, so I never knew it creates like a sphere of it. Okay, now we're gonna recast this. Oh, screw it, whatever.
Here goes nothing.
I'm gonna do this if I can hit you.
You've made a grave mistake.
Yeah, and that's what you get, sucker. Okay, Shadowheart, real quick check on him, grab that stuff. I think they're over here, so we'll have Shadowheart jump. And then I'm glad, because
I will ascend.
like I said, in my first playthrough, I horribly messed up by giving her weapons that made her purposely miss because of no proficiency. Now with you guys, I'm actually able to make it to where she can hit stuff. So thank you, thank you. Oh boy, can I just get out of here? Am I still silenced? Darn it, I'm still silenced. Okay. He's running. I don't know why you're running, friend. But we're gonna jump over here. Okay, we can get out.
Don't waste a step.
But I can't see you, so there is no point.
Give up.
Jump. Use your sphere.
I am fury.
Jump.
I am death.
Use your great sword, and we win.
They didn't want to surrender their valuables, even after death. Fools. Rising from the dead just to protect some dusty old balls.
Is it just dusty stuff? So we're gonna go in here and check it out. Okay.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
You almost sound
Quite
for a
exhausted.
second.
A good night's sleep would do me wonders.
Don't worry, the minute we leave this freaking temple, we're gonna sleep. Gal. Alrighty. Then we can go up to this. Let us save. Okay, so we push this open. And I do like how they added that tieflings have canines, like, because they are demons in Origins, and they're very non-humanoid. Yeah, we awoken a dead, and I thought when I first played this that he was a lich, but I don't think he's a lich.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
curious question. Quite the question. What's the reason for it?
Curiosity. Nothing more. Wilt thou answer my question?
Yes. Ask away.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal
And if you're wondering
life?
why Volka is not attacking an undead, which is commonly known as a really bad thing, she's way too curious to attack something that is peaceful and sounds very knowledgeable. No, so we have no one's life is worth more than others. We're all equal. That depends on the person sees. That's life's only value is a currency. Doesn't matter to me otherwise. Each life is infinite value and merits everything. I think she would say, in my experience, it depends on what the mortal looks like.
A life and how it is lived are different equations. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Okay, bye, Withers, which his name is, if you look, it's Withers. Okay, so now it's the time to get out of this tomb. So we're gonna be rushing, and we're gonna real quick do a long rest. And so time, as you've seen me doing long and short rests, time to like go over those is D&D things. So there's long rests, which are rests you take that give you every ability back and heals you because it's like, you know, you go from day 1 to day 2. Short rests are 30-minute rests you can take that allow you to roll hit dice and you regain health. And if you're a warlock like moi, you regain spells. If you're a fighter, you regain your action surge. But long rest allows everyone to gain something. So we're gonna save. So we're gonna try to unlock this. So it leads us outside.
Crack that open.
Thank you, Shadowheart. And nope, we failed. We have multiple lockpicks. We'll try again. Okay. I really don't want to use our inspiration on this. Oh my! Really? Oh. I think I saved. Come on. Okay. We have to go back. Boy, that is annoying. Because I really don't want to fast track or go all the way back to the ladder and climb up. I'd rather just unlock this door so we can have quick access to the temple. I don't think we're going to come back here again. But, you know, I might learn something between now and then that tells me, oh, did you check out this room? Because you can get this, you know? Please. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So 4th time is the charm, it would seem. As you can see, we're on the beach again. So we're going to go to this icon, and I'm just going to camp for a long rest. So this is our camp. Nice and cozy. Look who it is. It's with us. Before we go talk to him, we're going to read some books. Okay. So first things first. Oh, we've read this one. Yeah, I'm not reading that one again. Talus, Denovation Without Magic. Each page in this illustrated book describes the meaning of a different Talus card. A message has been penned down on the title page. Okay, my dearest Kulana, while you were sleeping, I did another Talus reading. I have expected to draw the food because that is what I feel like, or draw the fool, and that because that's what I feel like. What is your venture if not reckless? Instead, I drew these: the ten of waves, meaning divine love, bliss, or illusions; the comet, meaning riches found or fulfilled wishes; and death, meaning new beginnings. The suit of weaves resembles love, and I know what we have is still frail. But can you blame my heart for beating faster when I see these cards? I've been staring at them for hours, and I need to go. The cups aren't going to clean themselves, but I know that when I come back home tonight, you will be gone. But when you return, will you tell me if you feel the same or if this was just all a blissful illusion? I love you. Alice? Alice? I don't know how to say that name. That was very sweet. Yeah, so talisman cards. The Curse of Vampire. Hearken close and beware the vampire. Beware its cold beauty, beware its charm, beware its curse. Above all, beware the pale noble, for the vampire cannot bear to be of the common folk. How doth one protect from the beast? Walk not in the blackest night, for the vampire loves these nights more than others. If you walk, do so by the light of our moon, and take care. Carry the blessings and markings of your God at all times. But remember, your home is a fortress, if protected well. If you hear a knock in the night, be wary. Let no stranger into your home. If it be a friend, look upon them. Do you find them plated and wan? See you any marks upon their neck? See you any dirt upon their clothes? Unless this need is great, turn away all but the most trusted. And if the beast finds you away into your home, flee. Leave love and family behind. Ooh, that's dark. You will not save them if you fight. You will not see them again, but they will see you, pale and smiling, calling them into the night. That is a little creepy, but yeah, that's the gist of a vampire in a way. This is Death and Divinity: A Godly Guide. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces. Disease, war, funeral rites, but there must always be an overseer of the cycle as life falls away. For countless eons it was Jargal, the lord of the end of everything, preside over mortals with his unblinking stare, until he even grew wary. Young Baal, Bane, and Mikul must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death. Yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Mirko claimed primacy over death for Jargo's bargain, but even he does not rule death alone. What is murder if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Baal and his insistent greed? What need would there be for noble Kalamar to judge passing souls if one of the deities could hold the process entirely? Even gods can die, after all. Those who worship death should remember that above else. Interesting. Me and Volker are both really interested in this right now. We're like, oh my god, learning so much. In life... Oh, sorry. I didn't even read the title. The Unclaimed. In life, her service has been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the loss of Lady. Daily did she free herself from the tyranny of memory. All in time which lost to her relations, her preferences, even her own name. Upon the altar of her devotion placed her ultimate offering, her emptied mind. And when she died, when she awoke in death and found herself staring in the pale and faded city of judgment, she waited for the Lady of Loss to retrieve her. A million souls or more passed her in countless gusts, but no hand materialized in her hand. No voice whispered instruction in her ear. No guidance proffered itself for the bleached and barren sky. Time, immaterial time, passed around her like air, coming and going. And still, the goddess did not come for her devotee. Clevmore pitied her, as much as the Lord of the Dead is able, but could not intervene. This cleric of the Lady of Loss, unclaimed despite her worthiness, might not yet have one more lesson to learn, that not of forgetting, but being forgotten. That is a sad freaking tale. The Mortal View, eyewitnesses' account of Baal's spawn crisis. Ooh, first, Ancient Scroll. Though a boom of mold has leached the ink from most of the scroll, its beginning is legible. The sealing ritual. Our gods care not for petty ritual. This is only the sealing, and it is vital that we observe it with extracting reverence. On the day of the sealing, a mixture of bone and ash is concentrated. Upon the names of the dead, we spread the offering, imbuing the link with the essence of our God. Okay, this is, yeah, I read that. So, the guild seal on the outside of the cover belongs to a printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. Oh, of course I remember. Knew the second that girl was walking that she'd be trouble. Little thief was always in everyone's business, and that ward of Goron went along with her. No surprise a wicked god's blood was winning through their veins. Oh, anonymous counterkeeper. Savuk and his law are always the first ones that come to mind. You know, this all started with a bit of iron in Nishkel. Everyone brought their weapons would rot. Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then, I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal. Amina mercenary interviewed on his deathbed. Oh, you dare speak the name to me? My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal, I curse interest, and I curse you. Oh, dang. Hostile vampire? Case, these guys interviewed a lot. The 5 tore to pieces. I don't know anyone expected more Balspawn showing up would fix the war that the pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Saradush, merchant, retired. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up at the sea tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if Balspawn got it stuck to them? Their father's the killing tap for all. Flaming Fist, Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate. Several hundred more interviews follow. Dang, someone really did their stuff. Dealing Unclaimed, we did that. Do we have any more? We have 2 more books. The Journey Through the Jungle. This one should be interesting. The sun had just fallen. The horizon, when I first heard it, called 1,000 reed pipes at once, whistling a beautiful, terrible song. Oof, oof, said Jaw. It's coming. Jaw dropped her pack and scurried up the nearest litter. With a bit more effort, I climbed a tree of my own, and the 2 of us surveyed the grassy ground beneath. Ooh! There it was again. Above, beneath, and all around. So close my skull vibrated from the sound. The ferns and foliage under me rippled and swayed. Jaw held a finger to her lips to demand my silence, and in one motion, it snatched her. A vine, a tentacle? It hardly mattered. The hunter had found its prey. Jaw's scream swelled, then faded as Urathong dragged her away. I leaped down to give chase, but the creature left no mark behind. The grasses were untampered, the shrubs were broken. I had only the memory of that howling call to guard me. I'm guessing it was a displacer beast, because you said a tentacle or a vine, so maybe that's what got Jaw. Who knows? Last, but certainly not least, fine dust coats the page of the withered book beneath the bone-white powder. Hundreds of short overtures are recorded in tiny strips. Go over to drowning. Okay. Oh, Saloon Fever. And this is the book of Chapel Records. I don't know if we grabbed the book of the Dead Gods, but I'll go back and grab if we did it. But that's going to be our episode. So thank you all for watching. We just got out of the temple, got Withers on our side. And next time we're going to start out with me going to Withers and respecking Shadowheart and Lizelle, because they're our front line. And then when I have another amount of gold, 100, I'll be respecting Gale. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please drop a like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a nice day. This is Recon Fox 64 signing off.